very mindful of how we walk and how we talk because we knew that the OGs would check us. They don't do that anymore. They almost encourage y'all to do a lot of negativity, and they don't show as much love for because you're the future. You know what I'm saying? We helping to do we doing what we doing to help prepare a future that's gonna be a little more easier for y'all because things are kind of messed up. But we care about y'all because you are our future. You know what I mean? Like when I'm older, when I'm in my elder stage, like this man is, and we're walking down the block, we're gonna expect you guys to protect us and to still hold our culture up on your shoulders. So out of love, we're gonna stop and build with y'all and share. You know what I mean? Even if it's tough love sometimes.
One more thing that's very important too, brother, and that is when you're on the bus, you went to school with that shirt on. They ain't say nothing to you in there. Wow, that's powerful. That's showing you, you know what it is. They don't care, and that's what my brother was talking about just now. They don't really care no more. Like when we was growing up, we was talking to the young soldiers. They was talking to me. Yo, brother, we don't do that right now. Get out of here. You can't be on this corner. What you out this late for? But what I'm saying is that image. What does that say to the white man and to the white woman? They already looking at us as heathens, as killers, as animals already, as savages. See, they ain't nothing but a bunch of murderers. So when they see a young brother like you wearing that shirt, that's the image. That's how they look. They ain't gonna say nothing to you, but they looking at you like he's a murderer. He's a shooter. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let Muhammad go right quick. All right. I understand what the brother said, and that's really deep that he stopped the brother. You know, all right. But I got one more last thing. I want to know definitely for sure. You know, we know, well, I know that who our enemy is. You understand? And who our allies is. But black people in Chicago, black people in Brooklyn, black people in Philly, black people in LA, we need to stop killing each other. We need to stop shooting each other. We need to stop killing each other over little beefs, drugs beefs. There's enough money out here for everybody. We need to stop killing each other, and we should start killing the enemy who's killing us and getting away with it. Definitely for sure, because it's coming to a time we ain't gonna have no choice but to start killing them back. So y'all brothers saying, all right, don't get me wrong, I'm a Muslim, but I also believe in freedom. And freedom costs deaths. If you're going to die for what you live for, you have no choice. That's the last thing. But brothers, please stop killing each other. That's Chicago, LA, Oakland, Philadelphia, Brooklyn, Harlem, all over. Stop the killing, son. We are not the enemy. You know who the enemy is. It's the one with them blue coats, them black coats, and them police. You know who they are. Thank you. Peace.
So I'm not beating you up because you're the future. So we're just trying to enlighten you so you can understand what your position really is. Because, you always hear people, your parents and elders say you can be whatever you want to be. You're the future of the nation, so on and so forth. But that's true. But they don't really show you how to get there. Now, I just want you to think of this. Sound man, pay attention, brother. I just want you to think of this. Now, I'm not busting on you because you look fly. But look, see your shoes. Let's get the shoes. So we can educate our youth and other youth.
Hold on. Because I know the people can hear my voice right now. If you're reading this with me, this has to be the most hilarious court affidavit I have ever read in my life. This is going in the case law, people. This right here is getting funnier and funnier by the minute. And from what I've heard, it's just going to get more and more funnier. So I'm going to let the background talk play. I hope it's not too distracting for you. It's not distracting for me as I read this whole affidavit for the first time with you, the people, reading it with me. So I'm gonna let the House of Consciousness play, but this affidavit is hilarious to me right now. I just had to stop, pause everything, and let that be known that this right here is one of the funniest things I've seen for a while.
See, if any drama happens, see, this is style. Your shoes not laced up. But if any drama happens to your mother, I don't know if you have a sister or a cousin or you may see one of your best friends, female friends from school, and if enemy comes to you, you're going to come out of your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have to flee or whether you have to stand to protect yourself, you have to be ready at all times. This is what I'm telling you. When you coming into your manhood, be like on the drop of the dime. If I have to protect my mother, my sister, do you have a sister?
Right. No, I don't have any sister.
But you got a mother, right?
That's where you can see yourself at.
Right. So what I'm just trying to show you is that you can be stylish, but always be prepared for war. And when I say war, I'm not talking about going to Afghanistan and that. I'm talking about on your level, where it's just the level of protecting your mother, protecting the women in your family, and protecting your community. Because you might have to go blows, and if you don't, or if you're past sagging, you know what I mean? You got to be right. You can still be fly, but you got to be right. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all good.
All right. See if the brother have anything to say to sister.
You got something you want to say? Say peace to Sonetta TV.
What?
Say peace, Sonetta TV.
Peace, Sonetta TV.
Anything you want to say, brother? Did you feel like we was beating you up or trying to insult you?
15.
What's your favorite subject? Like, what subject do you excel in school?
I'm an honors student in English.
What's your goals? What do you want to become?
An actor or technology specialist. I'm studying DDA in school and stuff like that. So.
You say you're an artist. What do you mean? Like a rap artist, a hip hop artist, or a drawer?
Like yeah.
You want to be an
Web design.
web development?
Yeah. Web development.
Co-writing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get your contacts because we working on doing an accelerator and stuff like that out in Harlem to teach at-risk youth, but we'll also be teaching the youth code writing and things like that, PHP, Ruby Rails, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the future. You know what I mean? So there it goes. Like I said, we just want to encourage, and this is something that because some of us don't have older siblings, and because some of us don't have people on our block that care about us, they want to put drugs on us, but they want to sleep with the women, you know what I mean, the young girls and stuff like that. They're not telling you that you are the future, and we're here preparing the future for you. And if there's anything that y'all need help with to help you get into your future easier, come and see us because we have information. We could point you in different direction. We have contacts. We have people that we could point. We have programs and all kind of other stuff. I don't even think the schools talk about it like that. They just want you to pass your test and all of this other stuff. But they're not giving you. They're not trying to deprogram you and put you in a position of power so you can step into the future like this, because knowledge is power. Don't fall for the okie doke. It's not about the money. It's not about your possessions. I came from a funeral yesterday. One of my good brothers who I grew up with for 30 some odd years, I knew him. They didn't bury him in his car. He had money. He traveled the world. They didn't bury him in his jewelry. They didn't bury him in his house. You feel me? They buried him in a black suit. And the only thing that he was able to leave behind was the impression that he left on the people. You dig what I'm saying? Hundreds of people showed up because of his heart, because of what he did for the people. He had integrity.
Yo, I'm dying inside right now reading this story. This is hilarious to me right now. Let's go to, let's see, what is this, number 15? It says, when the receptionist returned for a second time, she asked Jennifer if she had requested an African-American donor, to which she replied, no. Why would I request that? My partner and I are Caucasian. You know that from our profiles. She was placed on hold again. Finally, she was told Dr. Spurtos had been sent vials of sperm donor number 330, a black man. Oh man, I wish you could see my face right now. This is hilarious to me. It says, in the Midwest Sperm Bank would have to call to confirm. Jennifer hung up immediately and called Dr. Spurtos. Should be Spermos. That's his name. I'm going to play this video again. I'm going to keep reading. I hope you would keep reading because this is hilarious to me. I'm sorry. It's freaking hilarious.
And he was a good person. That, my brother Bullet, rest in peace, brother Bullet. You know what I'm saying? Out of Flatbush. Yeah, BK, he died in Florida. So it's all about what you leave behind with your inventions and your creations, how you can help benefit mankind, and how you affected people in your journey. How many people did you touch? So think about that. You know, they don't teach you that, but think about that. You know what I mean? And focus on your craft and focus on your skill. And like the brother say, just be prepared because you're going through your rites of passage right now. You're 15. My rites of passage when I was 15 up until when I was 17 was gun.
Oh snap! Hold on, this is a commercial. I gotta
100
skip
million
that.
vacation days go unused every year.
I
That's
don't know
the
you like that.
stupidest thing I
Peace. All right. Hold on. I gotta pause this real quiz. It says, "Wow." After calming down a bit, Jennifer called the Midwest Sperm Bank again. No one from Midwest had called her back, and she wanted to speak to someone before the end of the business day. The receptionist asked Jennifer if she had spoken with Dr. Spurtos. Jennifer said that she had. The receptionist then asked if Dr. Spurtos' office had confirmed receipt of the sperm from donor number 330, to which Jennifer replied affirmatively. At that moment, the receptionist said, "Oh man, hold on." Imagine this happened to you, people. Like, really imagine this happened to you. The receptionist said, "I am sorry, but I'm unable to speak to you about this matter anymore," and hung up the phone. That's right here. Line number 18 of paragraph 18 of the affidavit. This is hilarious, people. I can't. And there's so much more to read. I didn't even get to the white supremacy part. Just wait. I heard this thing gets better. I've seen some excerpts. This is about to get real, folks. Let me turn this back on.
It was gunplay in Brooklyn. That's some of us didn't survive, but the ones who did survive, that's how we came into our adulthood. You in Harlem, niggas is dying out here. You know what I'm saying? The youth is killing each other. I go to Kev's copies to do my prints. He got a box with all of the laminates. The rest in peace laminate. It's a whole box filled up. And all of the birthdays is in the 90s and some is in the 80s. So I know that the youth out here is going to war with each other. The projects is banging on each other. So you are going through your rites of passage into adulthood right now. And I'm not saying that it's going to be behind a barrel of a gun. There's other things that take place. But we are your brothers. And if you ever need anybody for some insight, the brother out here plays chess. That's a mental game. Get your mind right. Come out here and play chess with us. Come and get some of your history. The reason why we deal with history is because we want to break the cycle of self-hate. Inside of the school system, when you watch TV, even some of the stuff our parents teaches us with all of those slave movies, it breeds self-hatred in your subconscious. You might not even realize it, but it breeds inferiority. So we break those chains with information. So yeah.
And I'm not trying to lecture you. It'll be very quick. But see, this is why it's important not to.
I'm gonna talk about his ass on another video. But peep number 22. I'm telling you, this gets nothing but better. On August 21st, 2012, Jennifer gave birth to Peyton, a beautiful, obviously mixed race baby girl. Jennifer bonded with Peyton easily, and she and Amanda loved her very much. Even so, Jennifer lives each day with fears, anxiety, and uncertainty about her future and Peyton's future. Jennifer admits that she was raised around stereotypical attitudes about people other than those in her all-white environment. Family members, one uncle in particular, speaks openly and disrespectfully about persons or peoples of color. She did not know African Americans until her college days at the University of Akron. Yo, you go to college at like 18, 19. She never met a black person until then. People peep the game though. And she says she grew up around stereotypical attitudes about people other than those in her all-white environment. This just makes or reminds me of Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist from the Dave Chappelle first episode. That's what comes to mind when I read this. But it says, because of this line number 23, because of their background and upbringing, Jennifer acknowledges her limited cultural competency, rejuvenative to African Americans, and steeps and steep learning curve, particularly in small, homogeneous Uniontown, which she regards as too racially intolerant. As just one example, getting a younger daughter's haircut is not particularly stressful for most mothers, but to Jennifer, it is not a routine matter because Peyton has hair typical of African American girls. To get a decent cut, Jennifer must travel to a black neighborhood far from where she lives. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with Ohio. I don't know where Uniontown is from Akron, but we know Akron has them folks in there. But whatever. You can get Boom Quisha or the hair weave stylist to come to your spot because they got those. Where was I at? To get a decent cut, Jennifer must travel to a black neighborhood far from where she lives, where she is obviously different in appearance and not overtly welcome, which is untrue. I've seen a picture of Jennifer with her tattoos. She's a chubby white girl. You're accepted in the black community. You can stop the lies. Stop it now. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna play Imam Bashir as he probably plays himself some more, and this is gonna be
Trying
interesting.
to destroy or attempt to destroy the concept of God consciousness. Let me tell you why. Because when you don't understand who God is and who the devil is, you fall into these type of loopholes. Because you fall into peer pressure, you fall into what our parents say. Now, I'm not saying you're not supposed to listen to your parents, and I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to your peers. But however, when you have God consciousness, we say that we don't worship none but Allah, right? But look at the concept. You may not agree with that, but the concept is that who's ever on this earth, who's ever on this planet, in this realm, I can look at their wisdom and I can judge for myself what I think should be. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that a lot of times we follow the trend. And following the trend in this day and time is the trend of the enemy. You know what I'm saying? But because we don't have God consciousness, which relate the manifestation of God in ourselves, we fall into the trap of the devil. You know what I'm saying? So what we have to do is get our youth to understand that you have a connection with the creator of the heavens and the earth. You understand? So you are a microcosm of that. You understand what I'm really saying? That this planet was created to serve you. You understand? So, not, although we love our people, we love our mothers, our fathers.
Blood glad. I'm gonna read it. Can you read? Are you reading this with me, people? Her lesbianism through compelled to repress her individuality amongst family members. Peyton's difference are irrepressible. And Jennifer does not want Peyton to feel stigmatized or unrecognized due simply to the circumstances of her birth. Wow. This is touching on interracial children right now. But line 26 goes even deeper. Jennifer's stress and anxiety intensifies when she envisions Peyton's entering into an all-white school. Ironically, Jennifer and Amanda moved to Uniontown from racially diverse Akron because the schools were better and to be closer to family. Jennifer is well aware of the child psychology research literature correlating intolerance and racism with reduced academic and psychological well-being of biracial children. Basically, she's talking about the hidden curriculum and the academic um, stance that goes on in predominantly black neighborhoods as opposed to the white neighborhood or all white school neighborhood that she moved to. I keep talking about the hidden curriculum to the people, and hopefully they understanding that their children are being undereducated while other children are being overeducated or indoctrinated with the proper substance to survive in this community, but our children are just not. This affidavit right here basically is breaking this shit down to you. Let's go to line 27. Based upon an affirmation fact and circumstances, all Jennifer's therapists and experts agree that for her psychological and parental well-being, she must relocate to a racially diverse community with good schools. Where does that exist? Who knows? But what she's trying to get is compensation so that she can survive in that. Problem with these type of people is they don't know how to survive economically in that stance. Other people in that position who can have richly diverse higher education come from a different stance, a different grind in life. They worked hard to get where they were and put their children in this position. Miss used to live in Akron, lesbian white woman who saved up money to get vials of sperm to get impregnated might not have the economical sense to move forward. But I'm gonna go back to Imam Bashir and House of Consciousness and read the rest of this claimant because this is funny yet revealing, yet tells everything that I speak about, what Mindful Monday was about, what the Beehive was about. Deep stuff.
Our sisters, our brothers, etc., we always have to maintain a mind of our own that says that I'm going to stand for right, I'm going to stand for power, and I'm going to stand for liberation, regardless as to what it may be.
And with that, I just want you to take one look at the wall behind you before you leave. Those are real pictures. You see this right here? These are all real pictures. You see them with their pants down? Because they castrated our people. This is what we're talking about. We're killing each other now. Because, see, at one time, we had more love for each other when we was enslaved by the white man. You know, we loved each other. We had unity at that time. Right. Now we fighting each other now, you know. And it all goes back. The white man plays a big major role. He looked just like my son Asante, though, man. That's why I keep looking at him, man. For real. He looked just like my little man Asante. For real. But, yeah, this is where they get the word picnic from, pick a nigga, and barbecue. This is where they get the word barbecue. So when they talked about barbecue, that's what they was talking about, burning us alive. Picnics, pick a nigga. You know, so with that, man, I want to say, peace. What's your name?
Darius.
Peace, brother Darius.
Yolanda.
Yolanda, peace. I'm glad y'all stopped to listen. And that means a lot to us, man. I can see you've been brought up right, both of y'all, because our youth don't even have the patience to stop and hear us talk. That's another thing how we lost connection with the youth. It's because when we do try to talk to them, some of them can't even stop and listen. You see, the way you did, they would have been standing here being argumentative with us. Some of them, especially, we catch the one with the pants down, you know, they would have been going back and forth with us right now. We're trying to teach them something. But I don't want to hold y'all up. I want to let them brothers and sisters go and do what y'all do. Thank you a lot, man. What grade you in? Powerful grade. 10th. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, make sure you finish that. Finish that. All right.
So yes, Anetta, man. That's why we having this event, man, October 5th. It's going to be powerful and universal. You know what I'm saying?
You know what scares me about this case right now? Now that I'm thinking about it, due that she's suing and liability and culpability, I'm not sure what you sign as a man when you walk into a sperm bank and ejaculate. I mean, I had my children naturally, so I don't know what the I don't know what he signed, but I wonder if the dude is going to now be held liable for this black child that's out here in the world. Will they hit him up for child support? Because that question now hits me up with the lingering thought, and that's sad that I got to think about that. But corporations know how to. And no, wait, the sperm bank is an LLC, which is still a corporation, but it's a limited liability corporation. So some of the liability might be projected or spooled onto the black male whose sperm is now inside or has a child with this white woman, which is awkward to me, but it is something to think about. Reading line 29. It just, I don't know. That came to mind. Thought I might say something about it.
And I know that there's some negative perceptions of what I bring to the table, but there's going to be a lot of positivity that's going to be brought in the building, and it's going to be universal. Everybody's going to be able to relate to Dr. Scott Whitaker and myself. You know, we bringing the information up, and it is what it is. Debate who? You wanted to get at me? I know how you do. I know how you do. But we're going to be in Black and Nobel on Monday, October 6th. And we're going to be doing the buy the leads, live the dream, unlocking the secrets of wealth. You know, that is what it is. We got Pop Out coming in, Death to the Negro.
Death to the Negro, baby. You know how we do it.
We've heard that over 400 million vacation days go unused every year. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Sonetta TV.
Sonetta TV's growing. Y'all better get this now. The truth be overflowing. It's not the whole black college. It's for a fallen soul. Malcolm and brother Kyle.
All right, I'm gonna get off this, but I mean, my stance on this is pretty much hilarious. This is one of the funniest things to me ever. So I'm gonna go put this down on my blog. It's vdubbboogie.wordpress.com. That's vdubbboogie.wordpress.com. You can check my other videos out. Third World Party on YouTube, spelled with a 3, not the word 3, but the number. And I'll probably be back for some more of these videos, because I'm definitely gonna have to touch on this lesbian thing a bit more as I read more into this and hear more about this case, because all over the news, or all over the social media circuit right now, hilarious stuff. Good people, peace, 100, black power, black love, black everything.